Good day, everyone. It's Meredith Leon McCormick for World Bride Magazine. As you guys all know, I am my brother's best man. And so I'm super excited about doing this, helping him with just his style and his grooming, which he already has. But I found out there was so many different challenges that we had during this whole process of shopping for men and grooms and all that other good stuff. But lucky for me, someone got in touch with me in regards to men's styling. I got this wonderful email, and the email said something about Steve McQueen. And I was like, oh, wait, who knows about this classic stylish man? And sure enough, it was Taylor and his team that created the amazing Inherent Boutique. So I want to say welcome. How are you today?
Hey, thanks so much.
Can
I'm
you give
great.
us
How are you doing?
good. Give us your full name and the name of your boutique.
Yeah, so my name is Taylor Draper, and our brand is called Inherent.
I love it. Okay, tell me the meaning behind the name.
So we chose the name Inherent because we believe that confidence is inherent in every man, and it just needs to be awoken. So we are doing that through suits.
Wow, amazing. So now, do you custom make these suits for the gentleman that comes into your store?
We do online and in store. So we are fully national online, and then our stores here in Colorado. But we do a 47-point measurement system when you come in. We do your posture, we do everything, and
Wow.
we save that to your profile, and then we just custom make anything you want, anything from sneakers, jeans, belts, all the way up to full tuxedos or three-piece suits or things like that.
That's a lot. That's everything. So from the moment the man walks in, he can have his whole closet wardrobe built through you, right? Is that what you're
Yeah.
telling me? Wow.
Yep, absolutely. And we have a barbershop in the back now, so you can even get a haircut after.
What? Oh my God. This is full service at full service. That's
Yeah,
amazing.
absolutely.
So now what brought you into this particular field of fashion, and why did you decide I want to do men's grooming?
Yeah, so I've always been into men's fashion. It's something that's always interested me, and I've always just loved the craftsmanship of what it takes to make a really great suit and what it does for you mentally. I got into it actually kind of by accident, though. So even though it's always been kind of a passion of mine, I have been in digital marketing, and that's all I've done since I was about 12 years old. I was making websites and things like that.
Wow.
Um, and it started because about 4 years ago or so, my wife and I were going through a really tough time, and we were basically at a stay or go type situation. So we decided to stay together. But within that, we needed to go to therapy 3 times a week. And I had never had any experience talking about my feelings or going to therapy or anything like that. But I knew that when I went to work every day in my businesses, that if I wore a suit, I could kill it. And that was kind of
Wow.
like the mindset that I had. I would put my suit on, go to work, and just get it done. So I kind of took that same mindset to therapy because I had no idea what to expect. Everyone's always told me to like man up or be a man or walk it off when things got hard for me. Um, so I was like, well, I guess I'll just put on my suit and then go to therapy and kill it. And so that's kind of like what I did. And when I realized what was happening was my clothing was giving me the confidence to talk
Mm.
about my feelings. It was giving me confidence to get in touch with myself afterwards. So after my wife and I kind of got through that hump, we're doing amazing now, and we have 2 beautiful kids. I was like, I think that this is something that a lot of guys could benefit from. Um, and I think as long as guys are given permission to talk about their feelings, they will. But just nobody ever does. Like nobody ever gives them permission because it's kind of like against the societal norm at this point.
Right.
So that's why I started the brand. I sold my businesses and started Inherent, and was like, I need to make this a safe space for men to be able to talk about their feelings. So we started a nonprofit called
What?
Foundation by Inherent. Yep. And we do monthly events, quarterly events, yearly events. We have programs such as like a workplace wellness program. We'll go into other businesses and train the business how to be advancing men's mental health and how to invite women in to be allies for men to promote positive mental wellness and things like that. So that's kind of where we're at now.
Wow. How is the community taking all this in? Because, like you said, masculinity has always been defined by shut up, suck it up, be a man, stop being a sissy, don't cry, take it like a man. And it's interesting that you decided and you admit, you're vulnerable right now and said, hey, I went through therapy with my wife for 3 times a week at that. How has your community accepted what you brought to the table?
It's been overwhelmingly positive. I think that everybody knows that it's something that's much needed, but there hasn't been kind of like an outlet to really do so. And that's what we're providing. And I think that's our purpose and mental health mission is the only reason we have seen such accelerated growth, because we've only been open for just a little over a year. And we're already doing things like we did a whole collection with Janie Bryant, who's an Emmy-winning costume designer. She did all the suits for Mad Men. We're doing the Steve McQueen collection next month that we'll be launching. We're in talks with a few different celebrities to be brand ambassadors. We got invited to Fashion Week to be one of the nonprofits highlighted there in New York. So all of these opportunities are coming from our purpose, and we're just another clothing store without that. But with that, I think we're bringing a lot more value to guys. And again, through our nonprofit, we're creating a really amazing community here where guys can talk and just have permission to be guys.
You keep using this word permission, and I find
Yeah.
it fascinating because you're absolutely right. Because as a mother of 2 boys, I've always tried my best to make sure that the boys they know that they're allowed to cry, to express themselves. And so we as women, which is the first, contact with nurturing and guidance, if we don't give these young people, young men that grow up to be men, permission, like you say, and it's okay, then they're not going to be okay. So is it when you went to therapy you realized that you had permission to express yourself in that manner, or was this before?
Yes, it's definitely through therapy. The reason I've been using the word permission specifically, though, is because there's a stat out there, I'm not sure if you know, but only 5% of men seek any outpatient resources when they're in need for mental health, such as therapy, divorce counseling, life coaching, addiction, anything like that. Only 5% of guys will actually seek help for those issues. So that was a stat we wanted to change and raise. So anytime we have an event, we connect locally here with divorce counselors, therapists, life coaches, all these kind of guys. And when you check in, we just say anonymously, hey, would you like to be connected with one of our resources? And like, here's a list of all of them that we've vetted personally and we know.
Wow.
And we've had 57% of the people that have come through our doors get connected with those resources.
What?
Up
That's
from
huge.
5. It's huge, and it's because, again, they have permission now. We're saying, hey, you have permission to seek help. Do you want it?
Right.
And we're seeing that more than half the guys are saying, yes, I do actually. I would actually like some help.
So
But nobody, I just don't think anybody's asked one, or they didn't feel like they had permission because they felt like they had to man up or be a man or something like that.
Exactly. And I think that's the other conversation that needs to be had is, what is it to be a man? What am I manning up? What kind of a man? Who is my example of manhood, that can take me through manhood, and I think that is the challenges that our males are having. And I think it's progressed. I hope it's getting better. I want to be optimistic. But if we don't address our personal pain, it does become a bigger issue in society. And I find that, so fascinating that you chose to address this with the most basic of things through fashion. We all got to
Yep.
get up and get dressed every day. We need something to wear. You got to go up to a store to buy it. And yet I've never heard of anybody in all my life in fashion in over 30 something years, heard anybody say, I want to address male issues, men's issue through fashion. So bravo
Yeah.
to you. Bravo, bravo, bravo. Wow.
Thank
You
you.
answered so
Thank
many of
you.
the questions that I had. So who is this man that you're dressing and that you're styling? Do you guys also have a stylist, or are all your salespeople stylists as well that can help the man through the process of whatever occasion he's coming in to shop for?
Yeah, absolutely. Everyone is, one, mental health certified and trained, that works on our staff, and then two, everyone is a expert tailor, so they're able to measure and style and give education, which is another thing that I think, especially my generation and younger, people kind of lose the education of how should fabrics and patterns go together, like what looks good with my complexion, like what looks good with my body type, and like how should things actually fit, and how long should fabrics and things like that even last, are all questions we notice that a lot of our clients don't know. So we're also in a process of trying to say, hey, this is an amazing part of your menswear journey that we can help you with and get your wardrobe ready, and these colors would look great on you,
Right.
all these kind of things. So and I think it's something a lot of guys really are attracted to anyway, because especially with like the 007 movie that just came out, which was
Yeah.
amazing. um 007 for guys has been just kind of a staple of a gentleman, and like a an attainment that you want to attain, in style and class and swagger and things like that. Every single guy has um, pursued that in some way, and I think that's what's really cool about us, is that we're creating products and things revolving around the gentleman's lifestyle, revolving around that, but doing it in a mentally healthy way also.
Wow, that's amazing, because you're also teaching men not to dress up their pain, but address their pain while looking good, which is super cool. And you mentioned some just the whole 007 movie that came out and stuff, and it's for me, as a young girl, I remember going to see Roger Moore as
Oh yes.
007. That was my first exposure to it. And you want to talk about a sharp dresser. That to me was the epitome of style for a man. And then, of course, some of my favorite style icons have been Sidney Poitier. I love the way the man consistently dressed in all his movies, no matter what character he still was well groomed or whatever it was. And I love that about him. And then, of course, I love, more recent, Denzel Washington in Malcolm
Mhm.
X. Just the styling in that movie was impeccable. So for
Yep.
me, those men, Harry Belafonte, we have so many icons that showed men. Cary Grant, in all the movies. My
Mhm.
favorite movie is actually Guess Who's Coming to Dinner, with Sidney Poitier and Katharine Hepburn, and just the way they would dress were just
Yeah.
beautiful. And I feel like, and this was a home dinner, at
Yep.
home dinner. So for me, people still dressed up when they went out, when they stayed home, when they entertained. And then you said you wanted to feel good. So you would get up every day, put on your suit, and go to work. So there was this something
Yep.
about dressing that makes men feel pretty darn good about themselves from hearing it from you.
No, absolutely. It's definitely, and it's so great because we get to see so many transformations here in store of when someone gets their first custom suit in, and we put that jacket on, and we can just see their posture get straighter. We can see the smile on their face, and it's almost like, it's definitely a physical transformation for me. It's like putting on a like suit of armor to like go to battle with, you know.
Right, exactly. Well, it's amazing the work that you're doing, but it's not only left for just the suits, because you have casual wear as well, street fashion. Because I saw some sneakers in
Yep.
black and I saw hats and so on. So you dress the man from head to toe, from casual to his wedding and cocktail party, so on. Is that correct?
That's correct. Yeah. And we're doing a lot of different upcoming collections too, to kind of highlight the different lifestyles. And that's something we really want to embrace as a brand too, is we want to embrace whatever your lifestyle is. So we're doing the driver collection with Steve McQueen, and it's the very first ever licensed Steve McQueen official like driving collection. So there's going to be driving gloves, there's going to be turtlenecks, blazers, lots of leather working in that one too. We're also doing a golf collection. We're in talks with a couple different PGA guys to bring a golf collection. And then we're also working on what I like to call an authentic collection, which is a lot more casual. So it's like very high craftsman jeans and really cool vintage, like motorcycle, like jerseys from way back in the day. They're like long sleeve sweatshirts and things like that.
Wow.
So we're trying to have a lifestyle for everybody that can pursue, and just be there for everyone, to be dressed well, have pieces that will last a really long time, not fast fashion. We're very against that. And have something that's sustainable and for a good cause, you know.
Well, that sounds amazing. And I love the educational aspect of it too, because that's one of the things that I found challenging when I was shopping for my brother. The neck size of the shirt was important. The neck size didn't necessarily mean the sleeve size. You also had to know how long the sleeve, should be, could be. And then on top of it, there's tall and short, and they can tailor and up. I'm like, wait, all of this to for a man to get dressed, which is amazing. And oftentimes, I hate to say, in our industry, the bridal industry, our focus is more on the women and what she's going to look like, what she's going to wear, leaving very little education for the groom. So then it got me thinking, no wonder he just shows up. He's like, just tell me where to get the suit and show up, and that's it. There's no fun in it. And this was actually educational for me, and so much fun. So your team that got in touch with me regarding this, Brittany, oh my God, this came at a perfect time. So congratulations, kudos to you. I can't wait to visit your store. I can't wait for you to come to New York. Hey, how about you bring a store to New York?
Yeah, I definitely want to. It's on the docket.
Perfect. I am so excited. Congratulations, Taylor. Can you give us all your social media handles? If you don't have any more last minute tidbits that you want to share with us, do you have any last minute tidbits?
No, I don't think so. Thank you so much for having me. I just want to reiterate too that we do our whole process online also, so you don't have to be here in Colorado. Like, we will Zoom with you, and we have a really cool algorithm that will determine your size online. And so we're still a very relational brand online too. And I just really want to just make sure that if you're in New York or something, you're thinking, man, I wish I could go visit that. Like, we'll Zoom you, and we'll show you fabrics online, and we'll send you samples and whatever you need. So
fabulous. Can you give us your website and your social media handles?
Yeah, absolutely. So our website is thisisinherit.com. Same thing with social media at thisisinherit. And we're everywhere. So
perfect. We'll make sure we include that in our editorial as we write our piece. And I want to wish you the best, and I will see you very, very soon, because I'm super excited. So is there anything in the works for women? Because I'm a suit lover. I love me a good suit.
So we do service women here in our shop only.
Okay.
So when you come, we can definitely hook you up.
Thank you, Taylor. It's amazing talking to you. We finally made it happen.
Yeah, thank you so much. I apologize for being a little bit late.
Oh, no, 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 no. We're good. Late, but look at all the information we got. We're good.
Great.
So
Well, thank you
guys,
so much,
there,
Marina.
you're welcome, my love. Guys, there you have it. Oh my God, Taylor definitely is worth investigating. Inherit is absolutely an amazing concept for gentlemen, for you not to only look good, but feel good. He is serving his community, and we are looking forward to see him expand and make this a global campaign that goes on forever, so that we can always be healthy and have a healthy society and a healthy community of well-dressed people. So until the next time, ciao bella.